MLG Columbus, we're currently going to Game 3 between Team Kaliber and Epsilon. Third map, it's gonna be Blitz. The new game type in Call of Duty goes new to competitive as well, and it's gonna be on the map Octane. Rather large map, lots of area to work with, but map control is the name of the game.
Yeah, I'm looking for Shane to really come out of the box here as that objective-based player, as the Bamboozler himself. Watch out for some sneaky little flanks from him, and as well as that, when it comes down to that map control, you've got players like Theory, you've got players like Gunjar who are just so dominant at that type of thing that this really should be a very, very close game. And just to recap, if you are just tuning in, first game domination, Epsilon took convincingly 173 points to 135, but the Search and Destroy TK confirming they are very, very dominant at that game type, 6 rounds to just 3.
So Shane, the player you want to watch?
I would say, yeah. I really expect to see him make some very big plays.
Now, I do think that this map in general, it's going to favor the Epsilon style of play. You have two very solid assault rifle players. They're going to lock down the map and try to clear out or just hold position for Jared and Shane to clear out those lanes and go for the goals. Whereas if you look at Team Kaliber, well, they have 3 main SMG users. They have Sharp, Nezzle, and Theory, all love to use the SMG, and Gunjar is really the only natural assault rifle here.
But on the plus side, that could just mean from TK's perspective, just
more aggression.
Just aggression. And, speaking to Nezzle yesterday, we're saying that a kind of strat that he's been using, or TK have been using rather, is once they get ahead, they just snowball that effect just by really upping the aggression. They don't sit back, they aren't defensive, they just really apply that pressure. Shane early on, he's going to get himself into a gunfight, and unfortunately he does get taken down.
It makes sense. When you're ahead, why don't you just get more ahead?
Keep going, snowballing, right?
And here comes the first goal coming from Theory, just sliding right on in there. As he's going to spawn up right near the diner. You see on the minimap, there's still one player for Kaliber ready to push forward. And you see Epsilon right now, they have 0 map control. They're all pinned back in their base, but as 2 go down, I'm going to switch over to Swanee as they're pushing out towards mid-map.
It's actually Sharp from Team Kaliber who is being that sneaky little player in Epsilon's base. And you can see all of Epsilon immediately turn around. They're trying to address the situation, but Sharp is just causing some serious issues right now. Has 4 kills, still yet to die. And Epsilon, they can't really push out until they address that Sharp is just in such a sneaky little position. And him doing that is allowing his team full map control.
He's being such a nuisance right now for Epsilon. They just can't find him. Sharp continuing to do damage. Finally, he gets cleaned up, but the damage is done. He wasted a good, 30 seconds? Epsilon couldn't push out to the map. They're too worried about, protecting their own goal, and that also allowed for Sharp's teammates to push out, get further up on the map as well. But we're switching over to Swanee. He has a chance to get behind enemy lines. There's one player right around the truck. As you see, the wall on top pawn shop is going to get breached. You see that by an exclamation point on the minimap, but Swanee, he's pushing through pawn, and it looks like he's about to meet up with a couple of members over near the gas station.
I love the way Team Kaliber is saying this. You just see that on the minimap. Those orange arrows, they are just really making sure that they have every single angle covered. They're not allowing Epsilon to make those sneaky plays. So by doing that, they're kind of saying, well, Shane, we know you're a great objective-based player. We're just going to make sure that we play around that. They have that lead. They're not trying to snowball it just yet. They're just trying to make sure that their own base is completely secure.
Yeah, it's not a secret that Shane, likes to be sneaky. Everybody knows that. Everyone has studied his gameplay. And there you go, another goal scored by Team Kaliber. They're going to go up 2-0. And really, from what I've been seeing so far in this game type, granted, we've only played 2 minutes and 10 seconds, Epsilon just have yet to get map control in this game.
That's been the big thing, and plays like Sharps, for example, at the very start of this game, where he was just really causing a bit of a nuisance for Epsilon. He just didn't allow them outside of their own base. And Eslo, he's playing so very well right now, but it looks like you just, what was that with the,
He was close to scoring. He's sliding in. Mad Cat got taken out a couple centimeters, and I believe it was Shane trying to slide in, but Nezzle going huge with the defensive kills. But Jared also in the area. He's able to pick up one. Our Epsilon about to put the first goal up on the board. He's going to slide it, get stopped just short. Huge defensive kill there, and in the meantime, Kaliber capped another goal.
I love this goal term. I feel very at home right now, so thank you.
I feel like a football commentator.
Yeah, you do. I feel like you should go like the Spanish.
We'll get crazy a little bit later, Benson.
All right, yeah, that's good to know. But it's actually Theory who's doing a lot of the objective-based work at this point. I mean, he's actually only got 2 kills, died 5 times, but those 2 caps, that's just really, really crucial. And you can see, TK, this is exactly what I'm talking about, that snowball effect. They really are applying that pressure, and they're pinning Epsilon right at the very back of the map. They're not allowing any map control at all, and this lead is just going to continue to steamroll.
It's going to be Sharp putting in the 5th goal for Team Kaliber. They're in complete control of this game, Benson. They're playing so well. You see Sharp 8-5, but this is not a game type about kills. Sure, they're nice to get. It's all about going around and scoring goals just like that. Sharp One right after another. Talk about snowballing your lead.
This is exactly what I was talking about, Revan. You know,
hey, he's just going in for another one.
Why not?
No one
right?
can stop him.
The base is wide open. Just keep on going. That's going to be 7-0. 1 minute 16. If you're trying to figure out how you want to play Blitz as a team, take notes. Team Kaliber are dominating this game.
Sharp, he's just having his way right now with Epsilon. He's like, when do I want to score a goal? Whenever I want. As Epsilon, they're finally able to clear out their base. They're finally able to push out for map control, but now there's a minute left in the first side, and they're down 7.
That's not really going to give you the most confidence going into that second side.
Yeah, you know, what do they have to do, Benson? What do you think they have to change in their gameplay? Because you know, it's clear right now what they're doing, it's not working out too well.
You see, it's very, very tough because you have to address people that are trying to be sneaky in your base. You can't just leave it because that just leaves your base wide open for multiple caps, and you just can't.
Yeah, they got one.
Well, there you go. But having said that, you know,
1-for-1 trade. Yeah,
it's a 1-for-1 trade. It's not the best right now. We just need to see Epsilon get the kills. That's what it seems to be. You know, coming down to the crucial kills, that is. Not just average kills, but those crucial clutch kills. They're the ones right now that TK are really getting, and that's why they have such a big lead at this point.
Another 1-for-1 trade allows Team Kaliber to maintain onto their 7 cap lead. Look at his scoreboard. Sharp, not only does he have the most kills on his team, he has 7 captures. He has as many captures as Shane has kills.
That's crazy to think about, to be fair. And that first side is going to end 10 captures to just 2 from Epsilon and TK. Well, this is definitely a very comfortable game, and you see Sharp there just giving Gunjar a high five. He's very happy with his performance there, just giving a cheeky little smile to the camera. But 12 kills, 7 deaths, 7 caps. Looks like he could be the new objective mastermind.
I got to switch right over to Sharp, but right now, Epsilon, I think they might be having flashbacks of what happened at MLG Anaheim against Impact.
Why would you bring that up?
Came out so strong in that series, but Epsilon, I don't think Impact scored more than 50 points in that hardpoint game. They came out so strong, just like they did in Domination this series, but then slowly but surely, the game has slipped out of their grasp, and Sharp, he just runs wherever he wants,
straight down the middle,
and he just goes and scores a goal.
That is just ridiculous play, and you can see him immediately off the bat, gets himself a defensive kill as well. So that's really important to note. He isn't just getting kills at the opposite side of the base, he's getting those defensive kills as well, which is why Epsilon right now have just 2 caps.
Yeah, they are winning in all aspects of the game. Epsilon, they're able to cap 1 more, but it's still an 8-goal lead. And keep in mind, with every goal comes a 10-second cooldown timer before you're able to capture again. As Sharp just slides in right again, but Theory's in position to go for the relay cap. But this 10-second cooldown time, you can see teams eliminated by the amount of time left in the game because of that.
Yeah, Sharp having his way right now with these captures. You see the way that they're cycling back to their own base, making sure it's secure, and then applying the pressure. Whereas Epsilon right now, they're just trying to make sure that there's no one from TK right at the back waiting to relay.
And the thing is, Kaliber, they're not pushing the same side of the map. You know, if they die on one side, they're going to switch it up.
Look at the control that TK actually have.
Sharp's going to score another goal.
There's basically 3 people lining up, waiting to just hop on Epsilon's point.
Right now, it just seems like Team Kaliber, they've set up 10 inside the Epsilon base.
They got another
They're having
one.
a grand old time. They're trading score for score. They're up by 10 captures, Benson. Sharp has 10 captures alone.
He is just a man on a mission this game. And yeah, I have to say, he's playing so intelligently. It's like you said, Revan, he isn't just pushing the same way every time. He's mixing things up. He's forcing Epsilon to really think about it. And look at Gunjar right now. He's just running around this left-hand side, opening the whole left side of this map up for the rest of his team. Sharp is going to get taken out. But still, Epsilon, TK, we're just complete control. 16-6 with 2 minutes 57 left. This is just unbelievable play from Team
Very
Kaliber.
high-scoring game. And right now, Epsilon, what they have to do is they have to rotate back and clear out their base. But that is not what they want to do. They want to be aggressive. They want to try to get a couple relay caps here. And now they're 2 minutes 40 seconds remaining. So there's still time for them to come back to this game. But it's not looking great for them.
Madcat just got himself a very clutch kill defensively, but you know, is that too much too late? That could be the question. As Naslo on your screen, playing very, very well indeed this game. You know, he's again getting those clutch kills. He's been more of a defensive style player who's just trying to pick up and get those defensive kills, and that's exactly what he's been doing. He's only actually allowed Epsilon to get 6 captures in this game, and you really have to give credit to this Team Kaliber team.
I mean, you know, they're rotating back, they're clearing out their base, they're taking map control, they're checking their corners, and on top of all that, they're scoring goals. I mean, Team Kaliber, they're looking very strong here, but Epsilon, they're starting to get some captures of themselves. They're starting to build some momentum as they have 7 overall with a minute 50 seconds. So that is 110 seconds, which is, they need a cap like every 10 seconds here.
They do, but Gunjar has just basically ran all the way around the outside and he says, thank you very much. I'll put another one on the scoreboard.
Yeah, how come you guys aren't watching your base so well? I'm just capturing out, but I mean, Jared, he's starting to step up. He's 9-14 with 6 captures, adding up the total kills. It does seem like Team Kaliber are, picking up more kills around the map, but just look at the captures column. This game was Sharp's game. I mean, he just runs around wherever he wants.
What's interesting to note, though, about that capture column is it isn't just 1 or 2 players getting those caps. All right, yeah, Sharp has the majority, but still, Theory has 4, Gunjar has 2, Nevzo has 2, whereas you look at the Epsilon lineup, Jared has 6, Shane has 4, but Swanee and Madcap both trying to get the slaying column, which they're doing very well.
For Epsilon, those are the players you'd expect to get captures for this team.
Yeah, I mean, of course, but still, when you have Swanee and Madcap slaying like that, you would expect at least a cap or 2 from each of them, and that's just TK showing, that you can't just have 1 or 2 people going for those caps. You have to do it as a team effort, and because of that, they have a 9-point lead with 50 seconds left.
I mean, Swanee is best at locking down a position on the map. You get him in a head glitch, and you have fun trying to get him out.
Exactly.
And I feel like he'd be like the defender for the team. I feel like he would be the one rotating back, covering his goal, but it doesn't seem like Epsilon had that plan in their head. They just didn't really make the kills at their base. They weren't rotating back. They weren't clearing out their goal, and that resulted in Sharp just be able to sneak by. Gunjar sneaking by as well, and just get so many caps.
So many caps, 19. That is a lot.
That's a high-scoring game.
That's a very, very high-scoring game. With 12 seconds left, it is just going to cycle down. TK being forced to do a little bit of defensive work. There is going to be one Epsilon player who's looking like he is just going to jump on the base. Madcat gets that kill. 7 seconds left. It doesn't even matter. 19 points to 11. TK, well, they just taught Epsilon a lesson on how to play Blitz.
Yeah, Epsilon, they came out fighting in domination. They took that by a good chunk of 173 to 135.
That was huge.
Then back and forth search and destroy. Team Kaliber were able to get comfortable with that. They took that 6-3. And now a convincing win here on Blitz. I don't know how Epsilon are going to come back. Granted, it's going to be another domination. So I think this is going to be their best bet to try to, win another map and tie the series up.
Now they just need that momentum. Because as you said, that search and destroy was toe-to-toe until around about, the 7th round, and that's really when TK just asserted their dominance and went, no, we're taking this. This is our best game type. We're really going to go strong in this. And if Epsilon can take the next domination, that could give them the momentum to go ahead and take this series. But TK, you have to give them some props. They are playing very, very well right now.
But after a crushing loss like that, it's going to be tough to come back, but we're going to have to find out. We're going to commercial break. When we come back, we're going to another domination in the series between Team Kaliber and Epsilon.